What is the number one sentence that everyone in town, everyone affected by the Tijuana River Valley environmental emergency needs to learn? It's a very simple sentence. Do your job. It's not our job to have to continue to educate these people. We don't need another nonprofit. We don't need somebody in town figuring out, oh, well, what about this and what about that? This has been studied and studied and studied. We know what the problem is. We know what the solution is. We know who is responsible for it. It's a matter of getting it done. Take, for example, the pump station. They are pretending now, like, hey, wait, don't look at us. Here's the thing, we know the difference. You know how we know the difference? Because we live here. We know the difference of when the pump station is online and when the pump station is not online. And when you continue to do things like take money, take your salary, continue to do all of that, but you're like, oh, well, the wrong part, the parts are hard to get. Well, there's more sediment than we thought there was going to be. Oh, poor us. No, we're done. We have zero desire to hear your excuses. We all have one sentence for you: do your job. And it's not just the pump station, this applies to other agencies too. This includes the people who are in charge of our air quality. Do your job. There is not one person in Imperial Beach, California that should even have to be calling, because you should have inspectors on the ground day and night here in the middle of this environmental emergency, figuring out what exactly it is we're breathing. Not telling us ridiculous stories like, well, golly, the sulfur was low, so I think that's okay. Nonsense. And when people do call, there is zero excuse for them to have to give you their address. The zip code or just the words Imperial Beach should be enough. If you don't already know that we're living in an environmental emergency, that you should go to your supervisor immediately and turn in your resignation, because you do not belong in the building. It's not our job. It's your job. Do your job. That's a sentence everyone needs to learn and start using.